Remember, we are still giving away Steam wallet codes for this Steam Summer Sale 2018. This is the fourth and final video. There is one more code left to be found in the background of these videos. On screen right now is the previous video with the location of the previous code, which is right over there. Good luck, have fun, and enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Zach here, and today I think I'm gonna give you guys a tour of, my garages in Grand Theft Auto Online. I don't think I've ever done this, but I'm pretty sure, you guys have seen me play Grand Theft Auto before. I posted, one video of it once, but that was, some random video where my sister was, trying to figure out what the Wi-Fi password was. And I'm pretty sure I posted a couple of screenshots up on my Facebook page of Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. So you guys know that I play Grand Theft Auto, but I've never really gotten around to showing you guys around my property and stuff, such as the CEO building right here. Right now we're in a empty session by myself. It's the power report blocking, so to speak. Anyway, since we are in the CEO building, I think the first couple of cars that we're going to check out are the ones that are in my garages. So far, there's only two garages that are being used, the first and second one. So, let's check out the first garage first, CEO Garage 1. Now, CEO Garage 1, I kind of use it for, cars with my group emblem on it, which happens to be the bunny logo for Diva from Overwatch. And as you can see here, the cars all have the exact same color scheme. I'll go into first-person view. The cars all have the exact same color scheme. It's light blue with pink. I think that's Pister Pink or something. The wheels are also colored. They should be frost white, I think. Either frost white or chrome, I can't tell. It's probably frost white. But yeah, these are all the CEO Garage 1 are all the cars that happen to have the Diva bunny logo on it, as you can see there. Anyway, this is the Night Shark. This is one of my favorite armored vehicles. It has roughly the same stats as the Insurgent, but it is slightly faster and better handling, so to speak. And you could also attach the the trailer, the missile trailer or whatever to it. This is from the gun running update. This is the main workhorse, the Kuruma, armored Kuruma. Oh yeah, by the way, all of these have custom license plate thanks to Rockstar's iFruit app. As you can see, these Diva cars all have the license plate, the payload, because nobody ever gets on the payload in Overwatch. Anyway, the armored Kuruma, as you guys know, it's basically one of the best workhorse vehicles in the game. Very easy to unlock too. You just need to do the first old heist, which is only 2 players, I think. Very easy. This is the Ardent. I think it's Ocelot Ardent. You're probably wondering, why is this vehicle here? Well, that's because this vehicle happens to have machine guns mounted on it somewhere. You can't really see, but those right here, those little, thing protruding out of it are machine guns. This is from the gun running update as well. So, yeah, this is really the only reason why this car is here. This car is completely worthless outside of the fact that it has machine guns, and even then the machine guns aren't really that great. Now, these two cars right here are from the Super Sport Series update. Personally, I don't really like the Super Sport Series update, but I bought these two cars specifically for their races. Now, this is the Hot Rod Saber, and that is the Issy Winnie Classic. Both of these cars have races that are specific only to these two vehicles only. Like the Hot Rod Saber thing had the Hot Ring Circuit thing, and then the Winnie EC Classic have a race, a stunt race that just came out that is specific only to the Winnie EC Classic. It's also part of the Italian job parody job thing that also came out. But you know, in the event that in the event that custom cars do happen to be on during those races, I will be using these two, because why the hell not? I have them anyway, right? Anyway, let's go on to the second floor. There's only 2 levels of cars on this floor. And you probably noticed by now, I sorted the cars out by, like, what they were. Like, down there we have armored and weaponized vehicles, and then right there we had the race vehicles, and then over here we have, like, the classic looking vehicles right here. The Roosevelt, the Z-Type, and I think this is, what is this car? This is the Hustler. You can see all of them got the same paint job, you know, light blue, pink, Diva logo. It really makes it look like it's Diva's car from Overwatch. Yeah. Anyway, over here we have just some basic regular vehicles. Really nothing special about these vehicles. This is these two right here came free with the what DLC was that called again? It was their little starter pack, this Criminal Enterprise starter pack thing. These 2 vehicles came free in it, so I'm like, you know what? They look decent enough to be like CEO-like vehicles, so we'll just pop it in here in the CEO Garage with Diva customization. Yeah, so it's really nothing special. This is not part of the Criminal Enterprise starter pack. I actually have to buy this card. This is one of the Coil vehicles. Yeah, Coil Raiden. The only reason that this is in the CEO Garage is because it has like a double moonroof type thing. It's like, yeah, as you can see, you can kind of tell the roof is basically all windows, and I'm like, you know, this might probably make a nice looking CEO type VIP vehicle thing. Yeah, anyway, that's it for CEO Garage 1. Let's go check out CEO Garage 2. CEO Garage 2, I kind of use it as like storage for cars that I don't really know where to put right now. It's basically whenever I buy a new vehicle, I will dump it in CEO Garage 2. Now, these are the only cars in CEO Garage 2. This is the Retinue, this is the, what is it? I think this is Comet SR? Is it? I can't tell anymore. Nope, this is the 190Z. This is a nice vehicle. Lots of customization for this vehicle. That's Comet SR right there. And, well, since these are, like, you know, all personal vehicles, they all have the Axie Hack license plate on them. You know, it's nothing special. Again, I threw that. Axie Hack, you know. Again, this is kind of where all my new cars end up whenever I buy a new car, and I don't have any storage space to store them anywhere. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, let's just grab one of these cars. Let's grab one of these cars. We're gonna move on to the next garage. Unfortunately, CEO Garage 3 doesn't have any vehicles, so we're just gonna skip that. This is all the cards in CEO Garage 2. Let's see, next garage we're gonna check out, let's say, well, let's go here. Let's check here first. This is the next garage that we're gonna check out. Now, this garage right here is basically all the vehicles that you can only get through you know, the spawn, the NPC spawn. These are all NPC vehicles that you can only get through the NPC, like, by stealing it. They do not show up in any the websites like Legendary Motorsport or Southern San Andreas, you can only steal these vehicles. This is the Karen Futo. This is by far one of my favorite vehicles, mainly because I am such a huge Initial D fan, and, well, I basically made it Initial D. Like, you know, we got the black and white color scheme as the protagonist car. We had the license plate right here, 13954, which is actually the license plate of the protagonist of Initial D. If you don't know, the Karen Futo is based off of the Toyota Corolla. It's like a really old Toyota Corolla. There were two makes and models of it, the Treno and 11. I think the Karen Futo was based off of the 11. I don't really know for sure, but it's better known as the AE86, which is a fantastic drift vehicle used by protagonists in Initial D. So I just took this car right off the street, just made it, you know, Initial D. Yeah. This right here, I believe, is the Prairie? Yeah, I think this is the Prairie. Yep, Prairie. This, again, this is another vehicle that you can only get through, you know, the car spawn rate on the world map. This is the Serrano, right here. Then this is the Mammoth Patriot. I'm not really a big fan of Hummers, but, you know, the Patriot does happen to be one of the cars where you can only get via spawn rate. There are actually two different versions of the Patriot. One with like a bumper grill thing, and this one right here with the lights. Unfortunately, there is no version of Patriot that comes with both of them, which is disappointing. Otherwise, I would have grabbed that Patriot instead. But, you know, again, not really much of a Hummer fan. It's just here because it's one of those spawn rate only vehicles. This right here is the, what is it? This is the FQ2. Also known as the Fuck You 2, you know. Yeah. And then here's the Habanero. And then this is the Imponte Ruiner. Now, I know you can technically get a special vehicle version of the Ruiner in Warstock, which is, where is it? Right here. The Ruiner 2000, yes, I know you could get a special version, special vehicle version of it, which jumps and has parachutes. But if you want a version that doesn't jump, that doesn't parachute, you know, just the standard version, again, it is a spawn rate only vehicle. You can only steal this off the street. And paint job, as you guys can see, it's got a nice, unique paint job. I believe it's blue with red pearlescent. It kind of gives it like a purplish pop whenever you look at it from an angle. Anyway, let's go on to the next garage. Let's see. We'll start off with these three vehicles right here. Right, these three vehicles, technically you could buy them, but I picked them off the street because they were kind of like rare spawn. They were pre-modified vehicles. For example, the Sand King XL, which I believe I picked up somewhere in, is it somewhere by Trevor's Airfield or something? I think it's like somewhere around here I picked it up. But it's basically a Sand King that comes pre-modified. Nothing special about that. Oops. This one right here, the Vapid Dominator. This is actually one of the first cars I've ever gotten. Right here, again, this one was a rare spawn vehicle, mainly because the paint job is actually a color that you cannot get in the Los Santos Customs. So this is actually pretty sweet. I actually found it by a Los Santos Customs, but it was basically one of the first vehicles that I got. It was, you know, I love this vehicle. This is by far one of my favorite vehicles. Mainly, again, probably because it was my first vehicle that I've ever gotten and driven it around. I really don't drive this around anymore. I actually got some other cars I drive around now. This is another vehicle with a unique paint job. It actually, when I stole it, it came like, except for the stripe. I think it was a white stripe, but the pearlescent paint job on it was basically a unique pearlescent paint job. Again, I stole this one right off the street as well. So this is a kind of a unique vehicle. So yeah, the only reason these 3 vehicles are even here are because, well, they were pre-modified vehicles that you could steal right off the street. Anyway, he doesn't see any. But yeah, these other vehicles are just random vehicles that I bought throughout the day, or come from the Enterprise, the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. I think this one came from the Enterprise Starter Pack thing. I mean, it's nothing really special about these vehicles. I just have a tendency to buy vehicles whenever they go on sale. That's really the way I do things usually. Oh, this one right here. I'm not sure if you guys ever watched Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, but this one was driven by the protagonist's mentor, Han. And the color scheme that I picked for it and the deliveries for it are all based on Han's vehicle. Like the color scheme, the livery for it, I believe this is a Benny's vehicle. The livery for it is actually a reference to Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. It's a reference to this character in Tokyo Drift, Han. And this is basically the vehicle. That's why you see this one has a unique license plate as well, 1030. That's actually the license plate for that guy in Fast and Furious. But yeah, the rest of these vehicles, nothing really that interesting about it. I mean, again, I like to buy vehicles when they go on sale, and a lot of these do tend to end up going on sale. But yeah, that's it with this this garage. So let's just grab a car and get out of here. Here we are at Eclipse Tower. This is like the most expensive apartment in the game. 10-car garage. Let's go check out the garage. Now this is where I store basically all of my favorite vehicles. Sort of, or at least all of my best vehicles, so to speak. You know, like here we had the X80 Proto, there's the, what was it called again? This is the, yeah, Pariah, and then, yeah. Basically, X80 Proto, fastest car in the game. The Pariah is actually the fastest sports car in the game. The Zenterno right here, this is the car I got. This is basically my Dominator replacement, the Zenterno. I love this vehicle. When I first got this vehicle, I just instantly fell in love with it. This right here is the Viserys. This used to be the fastest sports car, or I guess sports classic, I think it is. Let's see, what class is it? Yeah, sports classic. This used to be one of the fastest sports classic class vehicles in the game, but I believe Rockstar has nerfed it. And right here we had the Allergy Retro Custom, tricked out to look like Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline from Fast and Furious 2, I believe it was. Too Fast, Too Furious. The license plate is even the exact same license plate of Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline. Alright. And then, again, these vehicles right here, they're just on sale, so I just decided to pick them up. Here is the coil. Let's see, which coil is this? This is one of the coils. Coil Cyclone. I think the Cyclone is unique because it has, like, a lot of cars, when you reverse, it's kind of very slow, but, like, most of the coil vehicles, when you reverse, you could actually reverse up to, like, 60 miles per hour or something. They reverse pretty fast. As you can see, this is Coil Cyclone right here. This is another one of my favorite, the SC1. And this one, nothing really special about this one, but the Turismo R. Again, I buy a lot of vehicles when they go on sale. So, yeah. That's basically it with this garage, pretty much. Anyway, let's go on to the next garage. We're gonna take the Pariah, because Pariah is actually like one of the main, it's basically the main vehicle I drive nowadays. Alright, bikes. Let's check out the biker clubhouse. Alright, so, biker clubhouse. Here are all of, well, not really all of my bikes, but just about most of my bikes. You know, we have the Sanchez, the Oppressors right here, Shotaro. This one right here, this is the Vader. I think it's the Pegassi Vader. Is it Pegassi? Nope, Shih Tzu Vader. This one is the Shih Tzu Vader. This one is actually unique. The rims are stock tires, and as you can see, they are colored. Now, if you know how Los Santos customs work, you cannot color stock tires. This Shih Tzu Vader right here, I actually stole right off the street. And the reason I stole it was because it had those colored stock tires. So this is actually a unique vehicle that you can only grab off of the street. Let's see. This, I don't know which vehicle this is, but I don't really drive this one around a lot. Oh, this is the Vortex. Cool. But this one right here, this is the Shih Tzu Drag. I believe it's the Hikachi Drag or something. Hikacho Drag. This bike right here is like my favorite bike in the game. Even though the Shotaro right here is actually faster, this is like the second quickest bike in the game, and it's by far my favorite bike in the game so far. Again, the rest of these really nothing special. This is the Halloween bike right here. This one is the July 4th bike, which well, this video is going up July 4th. So happy Independence Day if you are in the United States. If you're not, then carry on with your day, I guess. Yeah, America. But yeah, these are most of my bikes. Nothing really special, nothing interesting about this. But yeah, let's move on. Now, this garage is not really that special, so to speak. The only reason I even have this garage is because you can access garages during missions and whatnot. And this is basically like, you know, where I stuff vehicles that may be useful for missions. You know, we had the Insurgent, we have the submarine car, which I don't recall what it's called. The Stromberg. This is the submarine car. We had the Deluxo, Back to the Future Deluxo right here. As you can see, at a time. It's even got the license plate. Oh, yeah, the license plate for the Stromberg as well is, since it's based off of that James Bond car that goes underwater, this is the exact same license plate for it. Nothing special about that. Again, out of time license plate, Back to the Future. And then this right here, what vehicle is this? This is the Nemesis. This is only here because of the Pacific Standard. Now, the Pacific Standard is a heist, and there's apparently a way to like get a helicopter in the Pacific Standard, but you do need a bike to get to it. Now, this garage right here, this particular apartment right here, is actually right by where the bikes spawn when you run out of the bank. So it's like the bikes that you're supposed to get to is like right here or something. When you run out of the bank, which is like right here, it's like you run this way, run down this way, go down this way, and then you end up over here. which is, you know, that's cool and all, but there is a way to get a helicopter, which involves taking your bike down to the police station. I think somewhere around here. I think is it? Might be. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around here. I think it's somewhere around here. I don't remember. But there's like a police station down here, and apparently if you do a wheelie off of like the bridge or something, you will be able to land on top of this police station, and on top of this police station is a helicopter. Then you just take the helicopter, you fly it all the way right here to where your you know, your medium apartment is. Your apartment right here is this apartment, and then you just land a helicopter, enter your garage, come back out, and that helicopter will basically stay there for the duration of the mission. So, you know, when you exit the bank, when you're doing this heist and somebody runs this thing, basically all you have to do is destroy those bikes, the heist bikes, and then just jump on the helicopter and you'll be fine. But I'm not sure if this particular glitch still works, but that's basically the easy way to do the Pacific Standard heist, and it's really the only reason why this bike is even in here. In the Pacific Standard, some of the newer buildings, like the CEO building or the biker gang clubhouse or the bunker, or, you know, all of that stuff, apparently you can't access it, so you can't access any of those vehicles inside. You can only get it from like your apartment garages and whatnot. So this particular bike is here mainly for that Pacific Standard. Anyway, let's move on to the next garage. Anyway, here is the Doomsday Bunker. There is my Avenger right there. Let's just go into first person. Here is the jetpack, obviously. The RCV, I think it was called. As you can see, I also divified this vehicle. Basically, any of these weaponized vehicles that could get, like, crew emblems on it, I divified. Here is the APC. Here's the half-track. The half-track is super useful. Like, not a lot of people notice, but you can actually take the half-track out with you into missions, and for certain missions, it's actually extremely useful. Same thing with the Insurgent Custom. There are certain missions you could actually take the Insurgent Custom out with you and use it for missions. Again, super useful. Super useful. Like, the half-track right here, there's one Doomsday heist where you have to fight, like, invisible juggernauts with thermoscope or something, and this half-track is just by far the most useful thing ever, because apparently, like, they won't be able to shoot as high as this door right here. So whoever is up there is basically pretty safe. And then you just kind of drive backwards into the Juggernaut and let whoever is up there firing just mow them down. And then here we had the missiles, basically. There's the crew emblem right there, if you're wondering where it is. Again, divified because it's able to get a crew emblem on it. Then over here we have a couple of more. Basically, you can probably see this. The Doomsday Bunker is where I hold most of my weaponized vehicles. This is the buggy. This is the This vehicle is actually not really that great, to be honest. The only reason this vehicle is even here is because there's like a job, an online job that uses these vehicles. I think it's target assault mode. I would put the Diva logo on it, but this actually you can't put crew emblems on for some odd reason. Here is the Kanjali tank. You know, we got it tricked out with railguns and everything. This is the... Which vehicle is this? This is the barrage. Yeah, nothing interesting about the barrage, to be fair. And then here is the weaponized Tampa, which you know, much like the half track and the Insurgent Custom over there, you can actually select this car as your vehicle during jobs and missions, and it just makes things so useful. I don't really mind this vehicle, but I don't like it that much because it has some really bad handling. I don't know, probably because of the weight or something, because, I mean, this is much more heavier than the regular Tampa, but I really don't like this vehicle. Anyway, I think that's it for the Doomsday Bunker. We'll just go ahead and check out the next garages now. Alright, second to last garage. Again, really nothing special in here. We have the Rat Loader right here. We had the Hermes. The Albany Hermes, this was a free vehicle, I believe. I don't remember which event it was, but they were giving this away for free, so I picked it up. I made it Doc Hudson from Cars. Same thing with the license plate, 51HHMD. 51 Hudson Hornet. Yep. As you can see, it's based off of the amazing Hudson Hornet. And then here we had the Omnis, yeah, Omnis, basically. Omnis something. Obey Omnis. Yeah. This was free from the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Again, nothing really that interesting in here. The Rat Loader was probably the only vehicle in here that I actually bought. But again, that was because it was on sale. One time. Anyway, one more garage to go. Let's go check it out. Alright, and finally, here we are at the very last garage. All of these vehicles right here are part of the Southern San Andreas Sports Series update. I really don't like them. I bought just about all of these vehicles when they were on sale, except for the Rune Sheberik. I bought this one at full price because, I mean, look at it. Look at the cardboard. Cardboard for life. Look at that cardboard. It's such a meme vehicle, this vehicle. It's even got a little dash cam up front there that doesn't even work. But it's hilariously meme vehicle. But yeah, the rest of these cars right here I might probably sell because I'm not sure if you guys know, but the Southern San Andreas Sports Series vehicles all have this like new handling tag that just makes the vehicle feel slow and like it just slow. They look fast and all, but really they're just slow. It's not. It doesn't feel right because I think they introduced this handling flag as a way to like see if they could get rid of curb boosting, but in the process made the vehicles just feel slow and just don't really feel that good. Yeah. But yeah, I might probably sell all of these vehicles except for Sheberik because of, you know, again, they're just not fast. They look fast, they look nice, but I don't really like them because of that handling flag. But yeah, anyway guys, that has been a tour of all of my garages in Grand Theft Auto Online. And, well, there's not really much I could show you guys now, so, yeah, I'm X-Hack, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this vehicle. Oh, and, by the way, for those of you looking for that Steam wallet code, there were a couple of vehicles where I showed off the license plate for that you should probably check out. That's your only hint because, you know, it is the last day of summer sales after all. So, have fun. Bye.